Yeah, hello students. Good morning, all of you. Once again, a warm welcome to the Computer Networks online session. Today, we will discuss video number 28, which belongs to the unit number 4. I hope you guys followed the past videos from the unit number 4. With the last video, we successfully completed a half part of the unit number 4, that is unit number 4 is the medium access control sublayer. In the medium access control sublayer, up to we covered the channel allocation problems, the static channel allocation, so assumption for the dynamic channel allocation, and multiple access protocols like a very important Aloha concept and carrier sense multiple access concept we covered in the past videos. So from today onwards, we will discuss about the Ethernet and the 802.11 protocol architectures and its sublayers, 802.11 frame architectures. So as usual, before going to start this session, just we recall what we will discuss in the previous session. So in the previous session, we covered Aloha and the CSMA and these rest of all protocols which belongs to the multiple access protocols. The multiple access protocols, Aloha, CSMA, collision free protocols, limited contention protocols, wavelength division multiple access protocols, and the wireless LAN protocols, that what we covered in the past videos. So pure Aloha and pure Aloha complexity and maximum throughput, and what is meant by slotted Aloha, what is the difference between pure Aloha and slotted Aloha, so what is the throughput of slotted Aloha. So these are the key and uh, differences between pure Aloha and slotted Aloha, and what is meant by CSMA protocols. So what are the different persistence methods, what is meant by one persistence, n persistent and p persistent, that what we covered in the past video. Now in this video, we will discuss about the Ethernet. So there in Ethernet, we will cover the topics of Ethernet cabling, Manchester encoding technique, the Ethernet MAC sublayer protocol, the binary exponential backup algorithm, and Ethernet performance, and switched Ethernet, and fast Ethernet, and gigabit Ethernet, and IEEE 802.2 logical link control, and retrospective on Ethernet. So these are the topics we will cover in the coming videos. Okay, how the Ethernet cabling is done, what is meant by Manchester encoding, the Ethernet MAC sublayer protocols, the binary exponential backup algorithm, Ethernet performance, switched Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, and IEEE 802.11 logical link controller, and retrospective on Ethernet. And first, we start with Ethernet cabling. So this is the table which shows the types of 10 Mbps Ethernets. 10 Mbps Ethernets. So already we discussed about the different cabling concepts there in the physical layer. So in the guided transmission media, we will discuss so many cables like optical fiber cable, coaxial cable, and twisted pair cables. So why? Because in physical layer, the physical connection, the connection will be done in two ways. One will be the wired connection, and second one is the wireless connection. For the wired connection purpose, we require a different type of cables. So I hope, for example, you guys all watched our laboratory. There, every system must be connected with a LAN cable, right? So which belongs to the example of Ethernet cable. In the physical connection establishment purpose, in the physical layer, a cable is needed. So what are the different types of Ethernet cabling? So the types of 10 Mbps. So the types of 10 Mbps Ethernet, sir. So the table consisting of name, cable, and maximum segment, and nodes, and signaling technique, and what are the topology we used, and cable diameter, and access method, and advantages. So the table consisting of name, cable, maximum segment, nodes, signaling, topologies, cable diameter, access method, and advantages. So the first Ethernet cable is 10 base 5 cable. 10 base 5. 10 base all belongs to the 10 Mbps Ethernet cables. So 10 base 5. The cable is thick coaxial. The cable type is thick coaxial cable, and the maximum segment is 500 meters, and maximum segment is 500 meters, and number of nodes are 100. Number of nodes are 100, and signaling technique is baseband. That is Manchester technique. The signaling technique is baseband. That is Manchester technique. Here we have used the topology of bus for this cable. Bus topology is used for this cable, and cable diameter is 10. Cable diameter is 10, and the access method is CSMA CD. So most probably all access methods for every cable is CSMA CD, carrier sense multiple access with collision detection. Carrier sense multiple access with collision detection, and the advantage is good for backbones. Good for backbones. This is 10 base 5. 10 base 5 is a thick coaxial cable, and its maximum segment capacity is 500 meters, and 100 nodes or segments it consisting of, and signal technique is baseband Manchester, and the topology used is bus, and the cable diameter is 10 meters, and the access method is CSMA CD, and the advantage is good for the backbone technique. And the next cable is 10 base 2. So up to now we discussed about the 10 base 5. Now the second one is 10 base 2. This one is thin coaxial cable. The 10 base 5 is the thick coaxial cable. Please identify the difference. The 10 base 5 is the thick coaxial cable. Here the 10 base 2 is the thin coaxial cable, and its maximum segment is 200 meters, and nodes 30, and signaling technique common baseband Manchester technique, and topology common bus, and cable diameter is 5, and access method is CSMA CD, and advantages are cheapest systems. So the 10 base 2 cables are the very cheapest systems when compared with the 10 base 5. But most probably using 10 base 5. Why? Because these are the good for the backbones. If the cables for the longest period, we have to be use these 10 base 5 cables. The difference between 10 base 5 and 10 base 2 is these are the thick coaxial, these are thin coaxial. These 500 meters maximum segment, 200 meters, and nodes are 100 and nodes are 30. The cable diameter is 10 and the cable diameter is 5. These are good for backbones, and these are the very cheapest systems. And the next one is the 10 base T, and the third one is the 10 base T. So 10 base T is the twisted pair cable. 10 base T is called the twisted pair cable. The both the 10 base 5 and 10 base 2 are the coaxial cables. 10 base 5 and 10 base 2 are the coaxial cables, but the 10 base T is the twisted pair cable. Twisted pair cable, and its maximum segment is 100 meters, and nodes are 1024, and signal is same baseband Manchester, and topology here star topology, so which is using for the purpose of star topology. So where we are using bus topology, in that area we will prefer 10 base 5 and 10 base 2. So where we designed the star topology, there we prefer 10 base T cable. These are the twisted pair cables. Twisted pair, so these are thick and thin coaxial cables. For bus topology purpose, we are using thick and thin coaxial cables. For star topology purpose, we are using a twisted pair cable for 10 base T cables, and cable diameter is 0.2 to 0.6, and cable diameter is 0.2 to 0.6, and access method is CSMA CD, and advantage is easy maintenance. So the main advantage of these 10 base T cables is easy maintenance. And the last but not the least, 10 base F. 10 base F is the fiber optics. 10 base 5 F is the F means fiber optics. Its maximum segment range is 2000 meters. The maximum segment range is 2000 meters, and the nodes and segments are 1024. And Manchester on-off technique we have to be using here. Manchester on-off signaling technique, and the topology is same as 10 base T. Start topology we are using here, and the cable diameter is 62.5 or 125 pm. And the access method is same CSMA CD, and the advantage is best between buildings. It is used in between buildings. That is the best build between the buildings. These four are the types of 10 Mbps Ethernet cables. Once again, I am repeating. There are four types of 10 Mbps Ethernet cables are there. The first one is 10 base 5. The second one is 10 base 2. The third one is 10 base T, and the fourth one is 10 base F. So 10 base 5 cable is thick coaxial cable, 10 base 2 is thin coaxial cable, and 10 base T is twisted pair cable, and 10 base F is fiber optical cable. And the maximum segment range for 10 base 5 is 500 meters, and 10 base 2 200 meters, and 10 base T 100 meters, and the large capacity of 10 base F is 2000 meters, and the segments 100, 30, 1024 and 1024, and the signaling technique most probably we are using Manchester technique here, but for fiber optical 10 base F we are using Manchester on-off technique here, and the topologies we preferred is for coaxial cable 10 base 5 and 10 base 2 we preferred the topology of bus, and for 10 base T and 10 base F the star topology is used. So for 10 base 5 and 10 base 2 bush topology is used. Bush topology is used for 10 base 5 and 10 base 2, and for 10 base T and 10 base F star topology is used. And the cable diameters are 10 for 10 base 5 5 10, and 10 base 2 5, and 10 base T 0.5 to 0.6, and 10 base F 62.5 to 125 pm. And access methods are common for every cable, that is CSMA CD, and the advantages are the 10 base 5 cable advantages. It is good for the backbone purpose, and the 10 base 2 is the very cheapest among comparing with all the cables. And the 10 base T is the easy maintenance, and 10 base F is the best between the buildings. Best between the buildings. So this is the Ethernet cabling 2. This one is the core, transceiver, connector, hub. So three kinds of Ethernet cabling. Three kinds of Ethernet cabling. The first one is 10 base 5. 10 base 5 is the thick coaxial cable. Thick coaxial cable. So how we have to be connect the 10 base 5 cable is there a core, a vampire tap, and transceiver cable, controller, and the transceiver. It is 10 base 5. The second one is the 10 base 2. That is a thin coaxial cable. So here a connector and transceiver plus controller placed here. In 10 base 5, transceiver cable is separate. So in 10 base 2, transceiver plus controller is placed in here. This is the connector. The connector is there. Thin coaxial cable. And for the 10 base T is the twisted pair cable. 10 base T is the twisted pair cable. Here an hub. From the hub, cable is connecting to the controller. Cable is connecting to the controller. These three are the examples for 10 base 5, 10 base 2, and 10 base T Ethernet cabling. How the cabling is done? For 10 base 5, direct cabling is done. For 10 base 2, a connector is placed, and for 10 base T, the twisted pair cables connected to the controller. This one is the linear. A, B, C. C is the tap. D. This one is the linear backbone. This one is the spine, tree, and segmented. So here we are in segmented, we are placed a repeater in between the nodes. We are placed repeaters in between the nodes. So the cable topologies are linear, spine, tree, and segmented. The first one, A, is the binary coding, and B is the Manchester encoding, and the C is the differential Manchester encoding. So 1, 0, 0. So in binary, 1 is up and 0 is down. So for Manchester encoding, 1 starting from here and 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is Manchester signaling. This one is binary signaling. And the differential Manchester signaling is transition here indicates 0, and lack of transition here indicates as 1. This indicates 0. Transition here indicates a 0, and here it indicates 1. So on the Ethernet, MAC sublayer protocols are so DICS Ethernet and IEEE 802.3. The DICS Ethernet and IEEE 802.3. So primable, destination address, source address, type, original data, and pad and checksum. So A is the DIX Ethernet cable, and second one is the IEEE 802.3 Ethernet. So DICS Ethernet and IEEE 802.3. Here checksum is common, pad is common, data is common. Here the type, here we placing length. Instead of type, we are placing length, source address, destination address, and primable we are placing here. And the Ethernet MAC sublayer protocols. The first one, from A to B, the packet starts at 0 time. From A to B, packet starts at 0 time. Packet almost at B at a rate t minus epsilon. Packet almost reached to B. So now the time is, we will calculate t minus epsilon. Here a collision at time t. Collision at time t, and the noise burst gets back to A at 2t time. A sends data packet, and data packet is almost reached to B, that is t minus epsilon, but there in the B a collision will be occurred at time t. A collision will be occurred, that is time t. The collision is reached to the A's perspective, that will be identified by A, and noise burst gets back to A at 2t time. So time 0, time t minus epsilon, time t, and time 2t. So collision detection can take as long as 2t time. So collision detection can take as long as 2t time. Once again, I am repeating, a packet starts delivered from A to B at time 0, and it almost reaches to B at t minus epsilon. When it reaches to B, the time is t. So there in the time t, a collision is occurred. So the noise burst gets back to A at 2t time. So the collision detects can take as long as 2t time, and the Ethernet performance is like in this way: 1024 byte frames, 512, 256, 128, 64. Starting with 64, 128, 256, 512, and 1024. Efficiency of Ethernet at 10 Mbps with 512 bit slot times. So efficiency of Ethernet at 10 Mbps with 512 bit slot times. So the number of stations trying to send, these are the number of stations: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. There is multiple. So 2 power n number of stations trying to send, and this is channel efficiency. 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on 1 is the channel efficiency. So the Ethernet performance is done in this way. And the switched Ethernets, there we are placing different hubs. So switched Ethernets, these are the connectors. This one is switch, this one is hub. connecting with Ethernet. Different hosts are connecting to hub. Different hosts are connecting to hub. So multiple hosts are connecting to hub. Via hub, by using one cable, that is Ethernet cable, we are connecting to switch. So these are all are the connectors. These are the 10 base T connections. 10 base T. So 10 base T means here we are using twisted pair cables. 10 base T to the host computers. A simple example of switched Ethernet. A simple example of switched Ethernet. Switch to the hub, an Ethernet cable, we are connected. These are all are the Ethernet cables. By using these cables, we can connecting to the hub. From hub to the multiple hosts, we will connect. So I hope you guys understand this concept by watching the connecting system in our computer lab, Ethernet cablings to the hubs and switches. And the fast Ethernet. So up to now we will discuss about the 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base T and 10 base F. 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base T and 10 base F that belongs to 10 Mbps data transmission capacity, 10 Mbps data transmission capacity for 10 base 5 and for 10 base 2, for 10 base 5 and for 10 base 2. So there thick and thin coaxial cables are using. For 10 base T and for 10 base F, we are using twisted pair cables. But here in the fast Ethernet, here we are using 100 base, so 100 Mbps. So 100 base T4, 100 base TX, 100 base FX are the cables. So there in the previous we discussed 10 base, 10 Mbps, 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base T and 10 base F. So now 100 base T4, 100 base TX and 100 base FX. So what are the cables we are using? For 100 base T4 we are using twisted pair cable. For 100 base TX we are using twisted pair cable, and for 100 base FX we are using fiber optic cable. For 100 base FX we are using fiber optical cable, and the maximum segment range is for 10 base T for 100 meters, 10 base TX 100 meters, 10 base FX 2000 meters. And the advantage is it uses category of 3 UTP and full duplex at 100 Mbps. And the advantage of 100 base FX is full duplex at 100 Mbps and in the long runs. For long run purpose, we are using 100 base FX, that is the full duplex at 100 Mbps. What is meant by full duplex? Both the sender and the receiver have communicating in two-way manner at a time, at same time complexity. They have to be transmitted data from one to one. Here also full duplex at 100 Mbps, but not in the long run purpose, the 10 base TX. So 10 base T4 and TX are the twisted pair cables, and 10 base FX is the fiber optical cable. So the original fact Ethernet cablings, these are. And the next one is the gigabit Ethernet. Gigabit Ethernet. Simply a two-station Ethernet. Two stations are connected by using Ethernet cable. This is the multi-station Ethernet. Multi-station Ethernet. So how the multiple stations are connected? So multiple stations are connected by using switch and hubs. Switches and hubs by using switch or hub. So that what we will discuss here. A switch consisting of many connectors. So these hubs are connecting to the switch connectors and hubs connecting to different hosts. Like in this way, here we are placing switch or hub. So those are connecting to stations. This one is two station Ethernet, directly connecting station A to station B. This one is multi-station Ethernet. So the gigabit Ethernet cables are 1000 base SX. I hope you guys understand here 1000 base. Previously we discussed 100 base, and before that we discussed 10 base. 10 base are the 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base T, 10 base F. There we are using for 10 base 5 and T coaxial cables. For 10 base T and F we are using twisted pair cables. These are the. Once again I am repeating. For 10 base 5 thick coaxial, 10 base to thin coaxial, 10 with twisted pair and fiber optical. This is the segment range. And again 100 base T4, 100 base TX, 100 base FX, twisted pair and fiber optics. And 1000 base SX, that is gigabit Ethernet. This one is fast Ethernet. This one is Ethernet. So types of Ethernet for 100 Mbps, 10 Mbps, for 100 Mbps, for 1000 Mbps. So 100 Mbps is the fast Ethernet and 1000 Mbps is the gigabit Ethernet. So the types are 1000 base SX, 1000 base LX, 1000 base CX and 1000 base T. And 1000 base SX is using fiber optics, LX fiber optics and CX 2 pairs of STP and T, the 1000 base T is the 4 pairs of UTP cable. And maximum segment is 550 meters, 5000 meters, 25 meters, 100 meters. And the advantages are multi-mode fiber, single or multi-mode, shielded twisted pair, and standard category 5 UTP. So IEEE 802.2 logical link control, LLC logical link control, and the MAC. So MAC connecting to physical layer and LLC logical link control connecting to network layer. So LLC and MAC are the part of data link layer. That's what I am discussing from the first video onwards. So data link layer is subdivided into two parts, that is LLC logical link control and medium access control, logical link control and medium access control, and medium access control connecting to physical layer and LLC logical link control in the area of networking layer. So the packet logical link control and packet, MAC logical link control, packet and MAC. So this one is network, this one is physical. So position of LLC, protocol format. So which represents the protocol format. This is the position of LLC, where LLC is located. So LLC and MAC both are the parts of data link layer. So the upper part is LLC logical link control and the lower part is MAC medium access control. So IEEE 802.2 is the LLC logical link control. So the next topics are the wireless LANs. We will discuss it in the next video. So I hope you guys understand what is meant by 802.11. 802.2 is the logical link control LLC. What is meant by logical link control? Logical link control is the part of data link layer. So data link layer is divided into two parts. One is MAC, medium access control. That's what we discussed in the previous videos. And the second part is LLC. So the LLC, where LLC is located? LLC is the top of the data link layer, that is connecting to the networking layer. So what is meant by gigabit Ethernet? Gigabit Ethernet is nothing but 1000 base. So what are the different types of gigabit Ethernet and what are the cables we preferred for that, and maximum segment and advantages, and what is meant by fast Ethernet? So 10 base T4, 10 base TX, 10 base FX are the different types, and what are the cables we preferred. So you go through with the lecture notes, you can better and easily understand the these Ethernet cabling concepts. I hope you guys understand what is meant by Ethernet cable and what are the different types of Ethernet cables. So Ethernet cable, Manchester encoding, MAC sub-layer protocols, Ethernet performance, switched Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, IEEE 802.2 logical link control Ethernet. So that's what we covered in this video, Ethernet cabling. What are the types of Ethernet? What are the 10 Mbps Ethernet, 100 Mbps, 1000 Mbps, 10 base, 100 base, 1000 base. So I hope you guys understand the concept of Ethernet. So Ethernet is the connected cable between multiple stations. How we have to use these Ethernet cables are depending upon its performance. We can use 10 base, 100 base and 1000 base. 10 base is the normal Ethernet, 100 base is the fast Ethernet and 1000 base is the gigabit Ethernet. Right? Thank you.